So you're in the hospital, Linda's ready to give birth. You guys have the baby, and at that point, that's when they tell you, or walk us through that process. Like, how did that happen? How did the doctor come in and tell you, listen, we think that your daughter may have Down syndrome?
Right. At the time, being 20 years old, 19 years old, not having that experience, when she was born, I was ecstatic, super happy. I saw her normal. I saw her normal. I say, well, maybe her eyes are a little swollen from
Yeah, yeah.
uh
Babies are born ugly,
birth.
right? Like all babies are
Yeah,
all funny
exactly.
looking. They look like little aliens when they're born.
Yeah, exactly. So I embraced her, whole 9 yards, and she was born around 4:35 in the afternoon, uh, to be kind of exact. And it wasn't until the evening that the genetic doctor, or whatever doctor it was, came and sat us down, and he told us, listen, you know, we have to run more tests, blah blah blah. But there's a high probability that your child has Down syndrome. And I'm like, really? And Linda as well, she's like, really? Okay. Um, and this and that. So I'm like, okay, how sure can you be? He's like, well, based on her physiology, this and that. To make a long story short, I believe she does have Down syndrome. Now the question is, at what level? And the genetic tests are gonna come back and tell us exactly what it is. So whole bunch of doctors coming in and out and talking to us, and I can remember specifically, I think it was a social worker, something like that, sat us down, and being that they saw us so young, one of the first questions, or one of the first comments that they tell us, you know, the child is very challenging and this and that to have a child like that. But if you guys decide you don't want her, you can give her up for adoption. She'll be okay, and this and that.
No way.
And yeah, and I would love for Linda to actually tell you the part where she looked at the at the social worker, and she was like, "Are you crazy? She is my daughter, and no matter what she has or what we have to go through, I love her, and we will take care of her,
Yeah,
to the day that we die."
despite the challenges. So
Yes,
absolutely, that's your baby. That's
yeah,
crazy. So they were hitting you up in that first moment where like you're so young, like you said, and vulnerable. You're getting, big news, right? Like you don't know what to expect. It's like the unknown.